gonna be like, he said that. He gonna be like, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. That is blasphemous. I'm gonna be like,
Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the PNG podcast. My name is Najee, and along with my co-host Eric, we're going to be providing you with quality and genuine content that's for students, by students. If you enjoy it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Without further ado, here goes our first topic. Alright, so how you doing today, Eric? You ready to get whooped on the first episode?
yeah, I'm ready. How are you, brother?
I'm doing all right. I got a little homework to do, but who's finna start that anyways this late at night? But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the first topic. All right. So the first question we have is for freshmen, because we know a lot of you all are going back to campus, or maybe some of you all are starting out this year online. But we want you all to know, just like many other people have answered, what is the most important thing to either learn or to do your freshman year? And Eric, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start this off.
Yeah, I really think that the first thing you should learn at freshman year is how to be a student. And I think when you talk about being a student is how can you learn even though you might not be getting grades that you necessarily want, because I know sometimes different things can affect your grade, which is that you had a bad test, or you haven't been feeling the best that's for a couple weeks during that semester. So even though you're not getting the best grade, to still learn something from it. Being a student, like when you fail and being campus organizations, applying for internships, just overall just being a student of life and in school. Yeah, that sounds good.
Being a student, internships during freshman year, isn't that a little bit earlier?
No, I got a internship my freshman year.
You got internship at the CAF?
No, I got it. I got it being a community development intern.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't think I got my first internship till my sophomore year. But are you done? Is it my turn now?
No, I just want to let everybody know I'm better than Najee. Najee had one internship his whole college career. I had four of them.
I've definitely had 2 or 3, so I don't know where that came from, but I'll let
four
Eric
internships.
Four internships. One was in the CAF and one was in the janitorial department. But anyways, as we're gonna keep it moving because I want to give you my hot take on it. And my number one piece of advice for freshmen, I'd say, is to learn how to make mistakes. I'm gonna take a different spin on this than Eric did, because I know Eric is the studious one. He wants you to stay on the right path, but I want you to try and venture out of your comfort zone. I think that's what college is about, because what you often find is people are on a certain path they go to all throughout their high school years, maybe even a little bit into their freshman year. But what they'll tend to do is they'll get into a new crowd, they'll start learning different things, they'll see different perspectives and different cultures that all come into their college environment. And so what they'll do is start adapting to that. Maybe you hang out with the athletes in high school, but maybe you're more into, the debate team or something. So you start hanging out with them. And it's nothing wrong with that, because you're eventually going to find out the crowd which you actually belong in. The people who actually, treat you right, the people who will help you out in your career and basically times after that. But what I want to also mention about making mistakes is that your freshman year is a time where risk is a little bit lower than the other years, because Eric said, with his 4 internships and everything, he was on a serious track from the beginning. He basically had a brand to uphold and everything, but a lot of time their freshman year, people are just getting their feet wet. So this is your opportunity if you want to go out, have a little bit more fun. Maybe you want to party and stuff. Like I'm telling personally, I didn't go to a party until my senior year of high school, but when I went to college, it was a different story. But this isn't to say don't get up and go to class and everything, because Eric had to stay in and recover from the parties and everything freshman year. But I got up. I'm the good student. But anyways, my whole thing is to just make some mistake, join some organizations, meet some people, because in the end, you may fall off with people. You may not end up liking what they're doing in certain groups, and you could always pull back from them. But this is your time to get as much influence, get as much advice, get just get accustomed to the next 4 years of your life. So that's my main thing. But do you have any other advice for freshman Eric, or maybe some experiences your freshman year of you being not being so studious?
Yeah, I would think, you know, I wouldn't say I like the idea of you saying, make mistakes, because I made a ton of mistakes. I think, I think it's a such thing as what's the word, you know, responsible mistakes, or life mistakes. Like dating girls, dating guys, um, being homesick. Those things, I think, is a part of the culture of college. And even though who you are, you're still gonna go through that. So don't try to be Mr. and Mrs. Perfect. Because I said, man, I won't get homesick. I won't date the wrong girl. If I date a girl, we're gonna get married. So like that. I think those kind of those kind of topics, it's gonna happen to you, and you might try as hard as you want to fight it, but you're gonna end up getting smacked a little bit harder. My freshman year, I remember getting smacked pretty hard with situations like that. So let life happen. Just don't let it keep you down. Get up, fight, keep fighting, and I think you'll end up turning out all right.
So then let me just follow up with this question. And what's one thing your freshman year that you think you did extremely well that you would like to pass on to somebody else?
I think, like, I studied a lot my freshman year. Like,
That's facts.
uh,
This
like
man was in the library 24/7. They had to shut it down on him.
yeah, I would stay in the library. I would do all my stuff, work, study, class, everything. I was still involved in some organizations, but like after like 7 o'clock, I would either be in the library until close, just working on projects, just not schoolwork. But I'll be reading, I'll be doing different projects and stuff like that, just to you know build my skill up or anything like that, or even stay in our TV station lab. But I'm not allowed to. I wasn't allowed to say that. I wasn't allowed to do that. I'll stay in there and just work on my editing and stuff like that. So stuff like that, just trying to be good at my craft. And I think it ended up having me be ahead of our class a lot, and even being up there with some seniors and juniors in my ability to do stuff, and even teaching them how to do some stuff too.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I could just attest to. Just getting into our craft, and that's one thing that our school does, I think, better than a lot of other ones. Is just letting us get into our major very soon. When did we start broadcasting, Eric? Was that our sophomore year? Or was that our freshman year?
So you started your sophomore year. I
Oh, but
started
you
my
started
freshman year. Yes,
your
sir.
freshman
Freshman
year.
year.
We had to bring the enthusiasm and the energy the sophomore year, but yeah, Eric did pioneer what we do today and everything. But yeah, I think that's about it on this topic. Eric, do you have any final comments?
Yeah, and when Najee says broadcasting, he means the men's and women's basketball game. We're the best broadcaster in you know in the league.
Yes, we need
Pretty much the
sponsors.
pretty much the best broadcaster for HBCUs. So in HBCU, know universities, uh, call us up. You got to pay a small fee, but you really enjoy your broadcast, and you get a lot of fans. But I'm world famous.
Exactly, it's a small fee right now, but you never know. In a couple years, we may be charging 5 or 6 figures.
Yeah, I'm be on ESPN arguing with Skip. He said that. He could be like that. That is ridiculous, ridiculous. That is blasphemous. I'm be like, Skip. See, you're trying to use all this big language, man. You went to Winston Salem. I went to Rest College. Which one's better? Rest College. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be arguing with Stephen A. Smith and everything, low cat, especially when the Knicks lose and everything. But that's about it for right now. We'll be coming back to you with more content soon. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe the video. Go check out our Instagram links. We'll have them up on the screen right now, so you can go check us out. But thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the PNG channel. Have a good one.